I'm gonna be turning this $100 into $1,000 as a brand new trader. No experience, never set up an account before, and I'm gonna be bringing you guys along the whole journey, even if I have to lose $100 unlimited times. And the reason I'm doing this is because I wanna show that anyone can start from zero, no experience, and if they're willing to learn something the right way, be disciplined, they can become successful in it. And the theme of this series, because I'm gonna go way past 1,000 over time, is gonna be whatever it is you do by day, whether that's a 9 to 5, whether you're an entrepreneur and a trader by night.
Previously on episode 4.
We're gonna wanna take some winning trades and we need that fire, that motivation inside us. We got a losing trade right here. We got stomped out, lost 50 cents. We have 2 losses today. This happened. Right now we're down $10, $12. After my first week, feeling like we could do nothing but win. This week, the psychology starts coming in. Even though we're playing around with $164, negative 18, but we took $9 profit. So we lost about $9.
Holy crap, what is wrong with us, guys? What is wrong with us?
It is Wednesday, August 6th. It is raining like crazy here in Miami. And we are on episode 5. Can you guys believe it? We've been pumping out these episodes, bringing you along transparently as being a brand new trader, day trader. And if you're someone who doesn't day trade and you're watching this, this will show you if this is actually profitable, if this is something you could see yourself doing, if you even want to go through the ups and downs that comes with this. And if you're someone who's an existing trader, you can watch this, laugh at me, give me tips in the comments, and see if I'm doing anything or saying anything properly. But pretty much, guys, we ended the last episode, which was by far my most emotional episode. It was the moment I realized day trading isn't that easy because, you know, the first few episodes, we were just flowing through. We were up 62%. We won almost every trade. And then this last episode, it's when we started taking our first L's. I wasn't used to it. And it was an up and down roller coaster. So I just had a full day of trading. I've been working all day because I do have a business. So what I'm gonna do here in the morning is I am going to go over every single trade I took today. It was a lot. I'm gonna run you guys through each and every trade, show you the screen recording, show you everything's legitimate, and show you what I'm actually setting up for this week that I think is gonna be massive and something that I think can bring my account from $157 all the way up to maybe $200, $300 if it plays out the way I want it to, so we can actually get this account moving and get to that $1,000 goal. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're sitting on the computer so you guys can see what I'm going through. So we have the P&L from yesterday and a quick screen recording of going through all the trades. So there was a ton of trades. Let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So as you guys can see, we put in a lot of trades. I'll do my best because a lot of these were very short. So right here, I'm gonna pause it right now. This was the first trade. So I put this trade in thinking it was crossing my massive trend line I was drawing. I learned a mistake. I put this trade in at 3 a.m. I got excited. I was like, oh, it's London session. There's gonna be a lot of volume. But if I zoomed out, it didn't actually close on the 1 hour and it definitely didn't close on the 4 hour. I prematurely entered, went to bed. My risk was pretty high because I was like, this trade's about to push to the downside because we're breaking a massive trend line. Anyways, lost $14 from this, which I definitely would have got out way sooner if I was awake. And then the next trade right here, guys, since it bounced off that line, I knew we were gonna go way up for the day. Well, I didn't know, but I had strong feelings. So I put this in, and then we had a $9 gain right here. We got out, and then this is where it gets interesting. So let's zoom in a little. Okay, guys, there's a lot of trades here. Believe it or not, there's 4 different trades right here. I know, it's a lot. So we entered, took profit, entered again, close to the same level, took profits, entered again, took profits. So guys, all from one point of it just going up and down, we made $3.60, $3.95, $4. So let's just round it to $4 for simple math. That's $12 from one trade that should have made $4 to $5, if that makes sense. So I was getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out, taking profits, getting out, taking profits, getting out. And then we had our first loss right here, which we got unlucky. As you guys can see, we just got completely wicked out, even though it did do what I wanted to do. The wick just came down, hit our stop loss. And then after that, we sold. We did a short because we've been buying, selling at the top, and then I was like, you know what, we're at the top, let's try shorting. Boom, entered, and we sold for $3.85. And then our final trade of the day, our final 2 trades of the day was $3.75 and 80 cents. So the point I'm getting at here, guys, is one style I think I'm really gonna enjoy And hopefully I did a good job explaining that. I did my best. I put in so many trades yesterday. I think it was, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trades. And we were 7 for 9, which is pretty damn good. And we were up $13.37. Once again, if this was $1,000 or $10,000, that would be $1,300 in a day, right? Which is pretty damn good to me. When I was just entering trades, getting out right away, it felt like there was real low risk. It didn't feel that hard. And I think I really enjoyed this way of trading. I could see myself in the future having a day or two of the week where I'm seeing what the trend is doing and kind of just writing it out and taking small profits throughout the day. 1 to 2%, 2 to 3%, 1 to 2%, 2 to 3%, 3 to 4%. And by the end of the day, you're at 20, 30%, right? And then what we're setting up for here right now, guys, this was the line I was drawing. This was the previous high as well. So I drew this in, and this morning I thought it was breaking past, so I entered. And as you guys can see on the screen, I just sold for a loss because I think I prematurely entered, because what I didn't adjust is my trend line. So if we adjust the trend line right here, let me show you guys to this point, and then to this point, as you can see, it has not officially crossed over, right? So due to me not adjusting and being too excited to enter, yeah, we lost about $2, $3, which is fine, but we're gonna wait to actually enter once we officially break this line, and especially break it on the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we haven't even gotten close to breaking it. And the reason this is important, guys, is because it can bounce off, it can do this, it can even go past this line and keep going up to here, right? And then go down. So I wanna be smart. I don't wanna just stay in just because I entered, because that would be making a bad decision. And, you know, I did lose a little money. We did learn from a mistake that we have to adjust our line. And so now I'll keep you guys updated based on what it does. Off these lines is how we're gonna make our decisions. We're gonna make sure that we get confirmations before we just enter. And I hope you guys were entertained by me entering in like 8, 9, 10 different trades yesterday. That did show me that I do like doing short-term trades throughout the day. And that might be one of the ways I do go about trading, because to me, it just felt easy to make small profits all throughout the day, which stack up to big profits by the end of the day. Other than, you know, the $14 loss, which happened while I was sleeping and I would have got out. Before that happened, I would have been up $30 that day if we didn't have a $14 loss. So that just shows you that those little intraday trades might not be for everyone, but I did enjoy those. But right now, we're waiting for something off of this line for us to break, confirm, and then we are going to enter one way or the other. But I'm really looking to short because, once again, I want this to be a long-term trade, and I think we're in a bearish market right now, and I'm waiting for us to create a lower high, which could be, you know, us bouncing and it being this line, or we could even break, go up to this line up here, around here, which would still be a lower high, and then continue to break down. So we will wait and see, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so we just entered. You guys saw me do the breakdown of the line. As you can see, this is the 5 minute, so that's not accurate, but we're crossing, and I think right now we're already up a few dollars, and we just entered. But look, if we go to, let's just say the 30 minute, all right, let's zoom in. We broke under it, right, and we're forming a new one. If we go to the 1 hour, right, it seems we broke under it. We're forming a new one, but this is the most important thing, guys, the 4 hour. If you want to be technical, right here, we broke under it and we're forming a new candle under it. So it's one of those things where I don't want to take my risks on making massive gains because we have an account that has $150 and we need to make some money. But that is where we're looking at right now, and this is the profit so far, and I just showed me making the trade earlier on this video. But there we go, guys. We drew out this line. It's been massively forming. If we break this, I think we're going way down. I mean, of course, we might have a bounce or two. And it looks like we're creating a lower high in the long term. So this is a trade. If it gets down to like here, guys, I'm going to let this trade ride out for a long time. All right, guys, as you can see, we took a $10 profit. It was up at $12. Probably would have got up to like 15. What is wrong with me? I said we're going to enter and stay in. Okay, we re-entered. We're staying in unless the 4 hour somehow closes above our original line, that is the only way we're not staying in. So we are staying in. We're gonna look at the chart. We're just gonna put a notification on the trend line. This is our long trade, guy. This is our long trade. This isn't where we enter, get out, enter, get out, enter, get out. So yeah, we're gonna stay in this time, but we took $10 profit. I just saw it going down so quick. I was like, oh shit, $10. And then we re-entered at a lower point, which is pretty dumb, but hey, we're human. What are you gonna do? Anyways, we're at $172 right now. Come on, guys. Can this be the trade that finally gets us over $200? So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm doing my best to bring you guys along. I'm really excited about this trade. Like I was trying to explain earlier, I'm gonna have those days where I just wanna, based on my support and resistance, just enter, sell, and rack up, 2-3% throughout the day, maybe a few losses, but over the end of the day, you're up 10, 15, 20%. And then the big boy days, which might only happen once every 1 week, every 2 weeks, where just everything seems right. And you can't even be mad if the trade doesn't win, because this trade I just entered, I can't even be mad because my risk is set really high. I'm willing to risk a lot of my account because I think if this plays out over the next day, next 2 days, next week, we can go from $172 up to $200, $250, $300. But I understand that these opportunities don't always come. So I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I'm doing my best being a brand new trader. If you want to be technical, this is like my 8th day officially trading, and especially trading live. So I think we're not doing too shabby. We're up 72%. I hope this trade doesn't go the wrong way and stomp us out. But if it plays out, I think we're gonna be looking really damn good. Update. It's been an up and down roller coaster. Not really. With this trade. Not really. We entered, took profits right under $10. And then we entered in lower, and then we exited. Makes sense, right? I was scared it was going to keep going down, so I re-entered, even though I should have been patient and re-entered around now if I was going to do that at all. Anyways, we're staying in now. We're riding it out. So we're down about $9 now, so pretty much break even to where we sold, which is all good. So we're hoping that we, go up, down, consolidate, do whatever it is we need to do, and then drop down. But once again, guys, this is the trade I'm riding out. We're going to let this trade ride. We're either going to hit our stop loss, which we would lose a lot of money because we're risking a lot on this trade because we only have an account with $172. We want to get it over 200, 300, so we can actually start being smart with our risk reward. Or if we hit profits, we way up. So we shall see. It is official. The 4-hour candle closed below our line, well below our line. So guys, it's time to ride or die. We either going to make it to the bottom or we're going to lose a lot of money trying to get there. Let me show you. Man, this has been a moment I have been waiting for. Yes, we've been entered. I should have probably waited for it to confirm, double confirm, but we are in. That was what we were looking for, us closing below this line. So that's the 4-hour. This is the 1 hour, 30-minute. As you guys can see, we're well below the line. Now we're letting it ride, guys. So I'm probably, now that we got this, gonna move my stop loss up to around here, which I'll adjust that here soon, above our line. Risking a lot of money, obviously, and we're looking to now come to this bottom line right here, or if anything, below it. So this is gonna now be a trade, guys, where on this page, on this episode, we're probably just gonna let this trade ride out, and it is Thursday. So I have a good feeling it's going to close around here Friday, and then we're going to resume Monday. So this will be a trade I am writing out for now a while, because I don't want the same thing that happened when I first got started right here, where we entered, and if we would have drew a line back then or knew, we would have saw that it broke our line, and we would have rode all the way down to here until we had something that was breaking, or if we had this line of reference, right, all these lines, we could have made an educated guess and got out around here, done something, right, where we were up $100, $200 instead of, up $60. So that is the same thing here, guys. Now that we broke, we are staying in for the long run. So now you guys are gonna get to come with me, live my life with me while we let this trade play out. And while I'm showing you guys content, me living my life, me going through the weekend, the days, my business, I will have screenshots and market updates throughout. I'm super excited, guys. That is what I was waiting for. Now I feel confident. Now I feel like I made a good decision. Even if we retrace a little, I have confidence that my strategy that I've learned in a long 8 days, this is what I was waiting for. So now if we lose this trade, we can't even be mad. Hey, they're pumped too. Well, we got liquidated. Even though, our stop loss was set way too high, I learned it doesn't matter because your margin. So here's a screen recording of when it was in the high negative 20s, around $30. Keep in mind, we did sell for $9. So let's look at the screen. We took profits right around here. Went back up, went back down. And I remember this moment because I was up like another $5, $6 because we re-entered around the same point. And I was like, I should take profits right now. But we said we're going to ride it out. And then guess what? We went up, up, and up. And while we started going up, I started realizing a sad fact that there is this red line right here. And if we zoom out, this red line has been respected many times, as 4 touch points now. So we got liquidated. And I didn't just rush back in as a revenge trade. I was like, well, if we bounce off this line right here, we're going to go back down. And that means we really wouldn't have been negative because we lost $33. We would have went back down and probably broke even and hopefully continue back down. But we got liquidated because our account's not that big. So our balance is around 140. We just re-entered. And I'm looking to obviously learning from this, take profits as we go. So I'll probably have my first. So I'll just Command C, Command V. Whoops. So what I'll do is I'll click this and I will duplicate it, clone it, and I'll probably have this first point right around our last stop loss. I'll probably take profits here, wait for it to have maybe a little retracement, enter back in, and then look to take profits at the second point, and then probably get out for a while and see what it does, because I think it's going to respect this line, because if we zoom out even more, let's delete this. So if we zoom out even more, I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. I think we're going to kind of follow this pattern for a little while, and hopefully we're going to stay in between these two lines. That's just what I'm seeing. Obviously, I'm not going to make a long-term play. I'm going to watch what the market's doing. But we had our first real big loss. And it sucks because when I sold for $9, we were up to $172. I was like, oh, we're for sure getting over 200 this episode. But it happens. What did I learn from this? So this is the most important thing. What are the takeaways? Because I think everything that happens, we have to learn from it and see how we can adjust. The biggest thing is you have to take profits. And I should have saw that it went up, bounced off, came back down, and I should have drew a support line from the first point it ended at. And then once it got near there again, like you guys can see on the screen, I should have took profits there again and watched what it does. And then see if it stays in the support line. If it doesn't, wait to get back in. And then if I would have been able to zoom out, I would see that there is another going up line that it respected, and then it bounced off the top line. And then re-enter at the top line once we see it's not crossing over. And that's when I re-entered back in. So as you once again can see, we're back in that. We're up about $2 from that. And we lost a lot of money today. Lost about $20 because I did trade for sold for 9, lost 30. So we're back down to 140. And now we're going to let this trade, hopefully it doesn't reverse, go over that line, because we do have like a little mini reverse head and shoulders and go past my stop loss. At that point, obviously we're going to stop for the day and reevaluate. So yeah, first big loss, but what can we learn from it? Nothing is a loss if you learn from it. All right, guys, we're off to the gym, and then we're coming back and getting a haircut. We're looking crazy. Barber comes to the house, which I absolutely love. But I want to talk to you guys because this week has been my first massive L's, especially today. I lost $30 in one single trade. And you watching this, you could easily be like, well, you shouldn't have risked that much. You should have looked at your margin levels. Well, firstly, I just learned about margin levels today from getting liquidated. And I was willing to risk more because, this account's just getting started off. But I learned a lot of valuable lessons from it. And that's why I love that I'm doing this series. Absolutely love that I'm starting with $100. And my first goal is to get to 1,000 because I think that's going to force me to learn a lot of lessons. But this is what I want to talk to you guys about, because a lot of you who are starting to do trading, maybe you're starting your fitness journey, maybe you're trying to start a business, whatever it is, you're going to face adversity, right? You're going to have ups and downs. And I always say it's easy to become successful because everybody quits. How easy would it be for me this week to be like, oh man, this has been hard. We've lost $18 in a trade, $14 in a trade. We just lost $30. I thought it was going to go one way, it went the other, and then quit, throw in the towel. This doesn't work. No, it's not that it doesn't work. It's that I'm new. I'm learning, right? To become great at anything, you have to first suck at it. But here's the thing. You're never actually losing or failing. You're learning. And I know this sounds cheesy. And I know you guys have heard this before, but it's the truth. Like the amount of lessons I've learned and I'm going to readjust already after a week and a half of trading is insane. But that's because that's the mindset I'm having, is I shouldn't be an expert yet. I shouldn't be making millions of dollars yet. This is normal and this is to be expected. And it would be unrealistic to assume I should be doing incredible every single trade, everything going the exact way I want, doing everything perfect. But instead I have the mindset of I'm gonna fall on my face, I'm gonna learn from it. I'm not gonna get discouraged. I'm gonna get encouraged and ask myself, what can I learn from each lesson? And that's what you guys need to apply with anything you're doing. Like I said, if it's a fitness journey, building a business, getting into trading, you need to have that mindset that I'm learning, I'm not failing. And the person who's the most successful has failed the most. They've fallen on their face the most, but got up. Because if you fall on your face a few times and quit, you're making it easy for everyone else that doesn't quit to become successful. So I hope this helps, guys. I'm really enjoying trading. I'm enjoying the lessons, the ups and downs. And I expect this journey might take longer than I thought, but I am committed to going from $100 to $1,000 like we set out to do. I know this is episode 5, and I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm putting out a lot of episodes. It's because I'm pretty much just filming all throughout the day, all throughout the week of me trading, guys, and I'm putting it together. And if you guys want to follow my journey a little more intimately, because I'll start posting stories, please follow me on Instagram. There's only like 3 followers on there right now. It's Tyler Trades with a Z on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be posting more stories, more things throughout the day. And especially as, I get better as a trader, this community grows. I'm going to be posting a lot of stories there. But yeah, guys, would love if you could drop in the comments if you're a new trader, if you're following along, if you're thinking about getting a trader, if you're an experienced trader, and let's keep this video going. Guys, update. So right here, as you guys can see, us re-entering, we're up about $5 to $6. And on the 30-minute and the 1 hour, it's showing me that we should go down quite a bit more. Like I said, when we get to that first area, I am going to take profits, see if we have a little bit of retracement, and try to time getting back in, because that is what I learned from the first trade. We don't have enough money. We don't have enough margin to just be letting things play out, run out. And we don't have that luxury yet, right? We're not balling out of our brains. We have all this money. We're working with a $100 account. And I just learned an expensive lesson for my account balance. So we're going to wait for us to get to that first area around our take profits. Should be around $10, $12. And then we're going to take right there, reanalyze, and then base our next entry. And I want to be clear, this was not a revenge trade whatsoever. When I lost all that money, it took me another few hours to enter because I was waiting for it to get close to that touch point that I was talking about. Then I entered. So it was still calculated. I did my best not to revenge trade, and that entry was based off my trend lines, what I was seeing, and it bouncing off. All right, so we just got our haircut. It is 1:30 a.m. We need to get to bed. I don't know if we're gonna enter another trade before bed, but let me show you my screen. We just got close to our first take profit. So we took 2 profits, guys, $8, $6. We're slowly getting our way back up. And as you guys can see, here's a screenshot. In the last few trades, even with a negative 33, which we learned our lesson. I'm still only down $8. So what I'm doing is seeming to work if I don't do these outrageous plays where I just let them play out, because that's where I lost my first $18. That's where I just lost $33. So let me show you the screen. So as you guys can see, we drew this line. It broke the line we entered, took profits, went up. We stayed riding it. We got liquidated out. We entered right here, right before the bounce, premature, but it bounced off. We entered. We took $8. I have my short here. I don't know why it's not showing up. We just sold right here for another $6. It's probably going to keep going down, honestly, and probably create another head and shoulders. I don't know if we're going to enter though, because that'll just be me. If I enter and then it reverses, I just lost all the profits I made right here. So I'm okay if it comes down, bounces off this, and then we figure out tomorrow. But yeah, before bed right now, in the next 20 to 30 minutes, if this doesn't go up at all, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to enter. But yeah, guys, that's the update. We're making progress. I feel like we're learning a lot, and I feel like we're learning a lot because in these last 8 days, yes, it's only been 8 days of day trading, only been 8 days, but I've been beyond intentional. I've been putting in so many damn trades. I've been studying every trade, when I'm winning, when I'm losing. I've been watching videos on just simple strategies, things that aren't too complicated. And we're putting in hours, guys, believe it or not. It's only been 8 days, but I've been looking at the charts every day, all day, while working, in between work, between running my business. I'm really taking this serious, guys, and that's the point of this series. I want to show you guys, if you put time and effort towards something, you will, and you are going to get great at it. Because right now, you watching this, you might still think I suck. But guess what? If I keep putting the hours in every single day, if I outwork all the people around me, if I fall on my face, lose trades, learn from it, get better, win trades, study why we won, we don't get too high in the wins. If we put in the hours, you're going to get good. And that's what I'm trying to get at this episode, guys. This episode is all about, if you put in the time, if you put in the effort, you can get great at things. If people out there are doing it and great at it, why can't you, right? That's the whole thing. If there's people who are successful doing the thing you want to do and you're not good at it right now, put in more time, put in more effort, and you'll become great. All right, so it is the next day. So as you guys saw, I took this trade for like $1 profit. I took another trade around here and it was like 10 cents. I literally got in and out right away because I entered prematurely and I couldn't sleep. I need to stop doing that. But this morning, I'll put the screen recording right here. I got into this trade. I sold for $5, and then we just entered for this trade because I don't see us going anywhere past this, and I could see us going down. But I hope you guys are realizing my style. Every trade is a winning trade if you take profits. I don't let myself wait till we get down here to take profits. If this comes to like here, I'm gonna take profits for another $5, $6. And that slowly adds up. And that's how we avoid things like this. Because if I would have took here $9, would have took right here another $9. Oh, it's not respecting what I'm seeing. Wait to get back in. Another $8, another $6, another $1, another whatever this was, $5. And then if this plays out, that's how I'm seeing to become profitable. So I hope you guys realize my style is respecting the trend line, finding support resistance, getting in, getting out. That is my style. Low risk. This is what happens when we take high risk and we let trades play out. We lose $33 compared to all these wins in a row. Listen, guys, the next clip after this is going to be tonight of me doing a sit down of all the trades I've taken since starting in the last 8-9 days of trading. Started last week. And I've realized something insane, and I'm just gonna give you guys a foreshadow. When I was over risky and let that trade sit, I lost $33. Keep in mind, I did take profits of $9 during it, and then I got back in and just let it ride. So from that $9 and following after losing $33, that $9 plus the next few trades I've taken after that I just showed you, I've made $33.50, the same amount I lost. So my point here is, after losing that big amount and me realizing, I think where I'm good at is every trade is a winning trade if you take profits. That's what I'm realizing. It's what I said in one of the beginning episodes. And I thought maybe I was crazy, but I'm starting to realize it might be true. Is supporting the trend lines, taking profits when I'm in profit, because since last night to right now, less than 12 hours, taking these small trades, taking my 2 to 5% profit, I have made $25. And keep this in mind, guys, if this was a $10,000 account, that's $2,500 in less than 12 hours. It's 25%. You can't look at the number. You can't look at the $2, $3, $5, $6. It's the percentage. From last night to right now, 25% just from taking these small, predictable trades. And when I'm in profits, taking them. It's not sexy. I understand that. But you know what is sexy? Being profitable. You know what is sexy? Actually getting great results and making money. You know what is sexy? Not getting liquidated. So I don't know, guys. I'm going to give you the rundown here tonight right there. All right, guys. We are about to do a weekly recap. Really excited about this. I learned so much this week. And believe it or not, I learned more from my losses because my losses were massive. They weren't like little losses. And you'll see I'm barely losing. I'm winning way more trades than losing. But the trades that I lost, my risk was way too high. I was staying in way too long. And what I realized I liked is getting in and out of trades. And I'm kind of coming up with this theory. Every trade is a winning trade if you take your damn profits, right? So we're going to get into the facts. We're going to share our screen. Let's get into it. And as you guys can see, since starting this challenge, we're up $62.77. Kind of sucks because at the start of the week, we were up $1. We have a 72% win rate. And right here, this is what's killing me. My average win is $5. My average loss is $8. And I'm going to break down how I can fix this going forward. Because once again, guys, by documenting and bringing this to you guys, it's forcing me to analyze and look at every single trade I take, why I lost, why I won, what's working, what's not working. And right here, my score is 65.69. It's my average win to loss that's killing the score. Okay, so if we actually get into our trades, once again, this is all time. This is this week right here. So this week we had a 66% win rate, which is amazing. But look right here, average win to loss, right? We lost $1 over the week, which is pretty damn impressive because I had a $14 loss, $18 loss, $33 loss, and we still only lost $1. Because when I did my whole get in, get out, every trade is a winning trade if you take profits is what saved us this week. And honestly, if I was more strict on our stop loss and getting in, getting out, these trades that we lost $18, we would lose, say we did lose, which if we open this $18 one right here, and we're going off the theory I'm talking about, we would have got out way before we ever got up here. We would have took some profits down here. And as you can see, at one point, we were up $11, right? So at minimum, we would have lost $4 to $5, not 18. And if we were using the strategy I have now, it went down before it went up, and I would have took my profits probably around anywhere from $7 to $10, right? So that would have turned that trade around. Right here, this one that was dumb, I got in. Same thing with this $14 loss. We just stayed in way too long. We shorted. Look, we went right here. It went up, went down, and then we probably would have got stomped out right here. Or we would have took profits because at one point we were up $3. I don't know if I would have took that, but it would have got us out at $4 to $5. So that $14, instead of losing 14, we would have lost $4 or $5, right? So you guys already seen the difference. And after these losses is when I really started doing this whole get in, get out. And you can see right here, $9, $3, $4, right? So 10, 4, 8, 12. That's $22 right there in just getting in, getting out. And then we lost 5. It's going to happen, right? That's a little above our risk, but now we know $4 to $5. So we lost $4 to $5. So 20 cents difference. And then look, get in, get out. Boom, boom, booms. Almost $8. And then these two trades, I don't know what happened here. This is when we entered this $33 loss. We took profits at one point. And then after that, that was when I was being in this YouTube, like, we're going to let it sit, which, man, did I learn a lesson. I don't know why the hell my risk was this high. Well, I don't know what was going on here. So this $33 loss, knowing what I know now, would never happen because I wouldn't risk that much. And we'd be taking our profits as we go. And once it reverses, we would start taking longs, right? Get in, get out. And then look, after this 33 is when we switched everything around. And I was like, get in, get out. Every trade's a winning trade if you take your profits. I literally told myself this. I was like, we can't continue on this track. And look what happened after. All wins, right? $8, $6, $1. I didn't mean to get in here. I knew it was a bad choice, so I got right out. $5, $3. That was all in just today, which was just under $25, right? Plus this $9 profit we took from this, which pretty much canceled out this loss. But if we would have never done this
and we applied the theory we're doing with all these, which we would actually been in profit here. We would have only lost $4 to $5 here. We'd be up $50, $60 this week, which is massive percentage. And this trade win percent would be up slightly. This average win to loss would be drastically different. So that is what I'm learning from this week, guys. I'm going to put this to the side right here. What I am learning is, listen, I'm not saying I'm this master trader, but when I get in, get out, I'm drawing my trend lines. I'm having support resistance. I'm making sure things are confirming before entering. I'm not staying in the trade too long. I'm taking my profits as they come. That's the results. That's when we're winning. And all the win streaks I have, having 36 trades and 10 losses so far since starting, all those wins are coming from get in, get out. It's the trades where I get in and just sit there and hope that it plays out in my favor. That's when I lose. And that's when I lose massive amounts. So we learned a lot this week. I think that's what I'm going to be doing going forward is get in, get out, take profits. Every trade's a winning trade if you take your profits. And I hope you guys have a blessed night. I hope you guys enjoyed the YouTube video. Like, subscribe. I'm bringing you guys along every single trade all along the journey. It's been a lot of work. I hope you guys are enjoying. We're just under 500 subscribers, which is incredible. We started 13 days ago. And I also made a free Discord. It'll be in the bio below. I've never used Discord, but I would love to start connecting with you guys, while I'm doing these challenges, while I'm filming, putting the trades I'm doing, trades I'm taking, profits, this. You guys can do the same. I think it would be a great place for us all to connect, meet, and so on.